This is exactly right.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. By now, you've probably heard of Reef. They've been making iconic sandals forever.
But what you might not know is that they also make ridiculously comfortable everyday shoes.
The Neptune is a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crush-back heel, so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
Lightweight, breathable, and easy to wear, the Neptune is the everyday shoe your feet have been waiting for.
I feel like so often you have to sacrifice cuteness for comfort, which is so annoying because I want both all the time. Everything has to be cute, but also I'm old and I want comfortable shoes. So I feel like the Neptunes are the perfect answer to that.
Yeah, I love how cushy they are. They're like, they go with everything. They're really cute, but your feet are like on little clouds.
Check out the Neptune on reef.com and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye. Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And welcome
To Rewind with Karen and Georgia.
This is the episode where we take you back to the early days of My Favorite Murder and we recap our old episodes with new commentary and updates and insights.
And in today's episode, we're recapping episode 43, which I'll never forget the name because I didn't know what the word meant. And it was the first time I think I heard it. The episode is called In Arrears.
In Arrears.
Arrears.
That's right. In Arrears. In your ear.
In Arrears.
This episode came out on November 17th, 2016. RuPaul's birthday, Rachel McAdams' birthday, Danny DeVito's birthday. 3 classic Scorpios.
Gorgeous. I hope they celebrate together. What a great party that would make.
So fun.
But in the meantime, let's listen to the intro of episode 43.
Let's start a punk band.
Okay.
Hey.
What should the name of it be?
Hard kill.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bye. Welcome to My Favorite Murder. My name's Karen Kilgariff. That's Georgia Hardstark.
Hi.
We're here to talk about true crime, murders, and how it feels to be alive in late 2016. Georgia, what are your thoughts?
Oh, let's fucking get into... No, I don't know. Do you really want to ask me that question, dude?
Let's go to the phones.
When you say late 2016, it makes me think that someday this will be like a time capsule. Someone in... Hold on. I feel like I'm talking with my mouth. You know that like...
You are talking with your mouth. The whole thing.
No, I just ate a bite of something and I have that like weird...
Chewed up food?
Yeah.
That weird chewed up food
that
thing?
you get in your mouth when you eat things?
Yeah. I get that sometimes. At dinner.
Breakfast sometimes.
Sometimes.
Lunch.
I don't know.
Snacks. Time capsule. Hello to 2050.
I mean, seriously, everything that you do that gets put on the internet is permanent.
Unless
I remember
the internet goes down and everything. I don't believe that.
That's very true. Unless the grid goes down and then all of society ends.
That's what I really think is... I actually don't feel that this is going to be a time capsule because it's all going to go down. There's a really great book that I won't remember. So
is it called It's All Gonna Go Down?
Yeah, but I haven't written it yet.
And it's not based on anything scientific or it's not like you're a computer person or anything. It's just kind of like...
They're going to do a count in 2050 and the word dude is going to appear 4,000 times in my book. dude, bro, dude. So then,
I texted Georgia. Sorry, I went away for a second because I had to remember this, but
I don't know what you're gonna say, and I'm scared.
I texted Georgia. No, it was just about something, but in the text, I called you dude. It was like something congratulatory. And I was like, way to go, dude. And you wrote back, that's so dude.
I know. I saw that later. I did.
Did you do it on purpose?
No.
Okay. I couldn't figure out if you were being, it felt like you were like, thanks. Like it was like you going, yeah, thanks a lot.
No, what I meant to write actually was thanks, dude. But instead I wrote, that's dude.
That's so dude.
That's dude.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it till like hours later. So I was like, well, I'm not going to bother her. It was like nighttime on a Saturday. I'm not going to bother her now. So that's dude. Like she's got to know what I mean a little bit.
I looked at it. I was just like, she might be telling me to fuck off right now, although there's really no reason to.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I would never. If I'm telling you to fuck off, it's because I miswrote something.
Oh, because like you typed it because you were trying to write.
Thanks,
like,
dude.
Yeah.
And if I put an exclamation mark, it's friendly.
Oh, okay.
If I put a period, it's not so friendly. If there's no punctuation,
You're driving.
goodbye. Yeah, you to hell.
Do we have some corners?
I have a
to
correction
visit?
corner,
Okay.
which I kind of love because I think it's hilarious. But last week, in a very special episode,
Yeah. In the breakdown episode?
in the breakdown when everything went wrong, when the grid started to sizzle,
Yep.
and in the beginning,
And now it's fully aflame.
yeah, and in 2050 when it's completely down, this won't matter. But I said that the moment I saw, what I meant was the moment on TV on Tuesday night when I saw Rachel Maddow's face fall, I was like, oh, we're fucked.
Yes.
But instead I said Ann Maddox, which is a girlfriend of mine who's like super sweet and awesome.
It's someone you know in real life.
Oh, totally. It's like a friend of mine who's a comedian. She's super funny. Like she's great. But I was just like, and I saw Ann Maddox, and I was just like, man, when I saw Ann Maddox's face,
That's
like,
really
well,
funny.
I haven't seen her in a while, so that's not what happened.
Somebody actually tweeted to us, and it was just with the quotes around it of you saying, when you kept saying bone marrow.
Oh, that's another correction. I don't know if that's correction corner as much as it's like stroke corner.
It's we should have stroke out corner because it happens constantly. And when you were doing it, it sounded right to me every time you said it.
That scares me because A, I wasn't drinking. You know?
That
B,
was your mistake.
I can't function.
That was the problem.
I said I was meaning to say become a bone marrow donor. But twice in a row I said bone marrow.
Yeah.
And I would have kept going if you hadn't said, and you said bone marrow? And I was like, yeah. I didn't even notice.
And those are the kind of things I feel like it makes me feel like an asshole, but I know that people listening are like, but that just happened. Like
Yeah.
it drives me crazy
call
when
me out.
when I listen to podcasts and something happens and then your brain explodes because nobody says anything about it or it feels like people don't notice.
I want to be called out on my shit all the time.
Okay.
I want to be fucking imperfect and okay with it.
Yes. Same here. Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're pretty good about that.
About being imperfect?
Well, being imperfect and mentioning it.
We are.
I think we do it.
We do it well.
Well, because I trust you. I know that when you mention it to me, it's not because you're trying to make me feel small.
You know
You're
why?
just like, here's
we
what's
have
actually happening.
Good personalities. I know. That's why the other day when you called me out on saying the word fucking all the time, I know you didn't mean it like that.
Oh, okay.
I know you didn't. If I did, like,
But I think,
intention. You know intention.
okay, good.
Very well.
That's good. This is, we're really building a bridge of love right now.
We are.
It feels great.
I mean, we need it. Now
more
the
than
time
ever.
is now.
I mean, 2016.
Now more than ever.
Now more than ever. I have this is a very official corrections corner that I really like.
Okay.
And it's from Milo. I don't know if I'm assuming Milo is a man. And I love this. Okay, so it's misuse of the word psychotic.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Karen and Georgia. I'm a big fan of My Favorite Murder, but one thing that I have noticed is a misuse/abuse of the word psychotic. This is all me because my mom was a psychiatric nurse.
Right.
So I use a lot of the terminology that she used to throw around, but she knew what it meant and I don't.
Well, when you say things, psychopath, he was a psycho, whatever.
Right. Yeah, it's in our vernacular.
But I like hearing this.
Me too. Okay, so ready?
Mm-hmm.
Psychopathy, sociopathy, I don't know how you pronounce that one, is different from psychosis. People suffering from psychosis are actually less likely to commit violent crime than the general public and are actually more likely to have violent crime committed against them.
That's so interesting.
While there are those who have mood disorders or display psychotic behavior that do commit violent crime, like Richard Chase, Vincent Lee, who I don't know who that is and now must know.
Yes.
L.I. The ways we judge them should be different than the ways we judge people who have more awareness for the crimes that they commit. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for your awesome podcast, Milo.
Thanks, Milo.
Milo, first of all, I hope that this is true and that you are some kind of
Psychopath.
Milo, you are such a psychopath for sending that. No, that you're qualified in some way, that you're telling us this from a place of education.
I mean,
because
look at
we'll just take it.
Wikipedia. I'm sure it's correct.
I guess we'll have to double check it.
I like hearing that. Remember when like it was like 25% of people are psychopaths,
Sociopath.
and then you're like corrections quarter.
Yeah,
it's only one quarter.
Yes. I get intimidated by numbers.
But they're scary.
But I love psychological terminology. Also, there was somebody that wrote to us that was offended by
Something?
something.
They were offended by something?
They were offended by something, but it was a thing where it was almost just like a little it's a note to be careful of how we are judgmental when people have mental illness.
I was just going to say that because we just read a hometown story where they said that someone was found out that they were bipolar, and I immediately didn't want to say what they were because that's not an indication that you're going to be a murderer or that you're mentally ill. Well, you are mentally ill, but that you're, dangerous or
it just doesn't need the stigma.
Yeah, I know people who are bipolar and they're very awesome people.
Right.
And I hate, unless it's something extreme and clear, I don't want to say that person has this mental illness.
Yeah, and I think us being conversational and reading stories, and especially when we're talking about killers or serial killers, we can play it very fast and loose with judgments about them because we feel like, well, they're clearly a villain.
Right.
But the point that this person was making was a little bit more like, just not everybody that has a mental disorder is a killer, and that makes people, if you hear the thing that you have, but it's as if like that's everybody. We never want to make anybody feel like that.
No.
Quite the opposite.
Especially with mental illness and disorders, which we're very big on, like fucking everyone has them, and some people treat them and some don't, and you shouldn't be scared to treat them because you found out that a fucking serial killer has it. I don't want to.
Yeah, or like it's just on this podcast, we're not judging you.
No.
And that's not what we are trying to do, and we'll try to be careful about it.
We're judging murderers.
We get to pick and choose who we judge, and we'll adjust it weekly based on how much feedback we get on Twitter.
Just always know we're good people. We're the best people.
Yep. Always give us the benefit of the doubt, even if we're being insanely offensive.
You're probably wrong, not us. I just want to clear that up.
Such an official corrections corner this week.
So good. Ann Maddox, shout out.
Ann Maddox, you're doing such a great job helping us through our political times.
What else? Oh, shirt. There's new shirts up.
Oh yeah, I love that new shirt.
Oh yeah. Okay, good.
Fuck politeness?
Fuck politeness.
And then it says Murderino underneath it?
It says my favorite murder underneath it.
Oh, my favorite murder.
It just kind of looks like the Murderino design. Sure.
It's cool. We were talking about this earlier. Fuck politeness, but also in these very difficult times, be careful of the people around you, be sensitive, and try to connect on a human level in a way that you normally don't, maybe. I think it's super important that people around you understand that you care about them.
Yeah.
And if you are the kind of person who doesn't care about people, do your thing. But I just want to underline that fuck politeness in our world means don't sacrifice yourself on the altar of politeness, because that could be dangerous for you. But it does not mean fuck the people around you in general, especially now. Yeah. Especially now. Now's the time to be even more kind of caring and connected. Just don't let people follow you to your car and shit. We're talking safety versus, when you're talking to the person at Starbucks, be nicer than you normally would be because everyone's freaked out.
But if you're being intimidated and you're scared of something, it's a kind of a trust your gut type of saying.
Yeah, you guys know what we're talking about, but I just
then
felt
there's
like
also,
I should underline it.
There's the Mr. Rogers quote of, how his mom always said, look for the helpers in any bad situation, look for the helpers. Well, how about let's be helpers?
Be helpers, exactly right. Speaking of being helpers, this is my favorite thing that's happened to me in a while.
Okay.
So I'm no brag in the Writers Guild of America. Look,
wait,
I've been waiting to lord this over you for a while.
This whole time I've been talking to a Writers Guild member.
So in the Writers Guild, they have this thing where...
No, I do think it's really cool though, by the way. I just want to say that.
That I'm in the Writers Guild.
Yeah, I mean, in the Writers Guild is a fucking cool thing.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad I mentioned it. No, but they do this thing where normally in every other like entertainment union, they send you a thing that says, oh, your yearly dues are 160, whatever. But because it's writers and most of us are freelance, they base your dues based on how much money you made that year, or per quarter, which is based on, it's so impossible. The second I start thinking about it, I shut down and like go and sit in front of the TV, like in protest.
You big old, I can't.
It's like math. It's all the things I hate. I get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So I have been in arrears in my dues at the WGA.
Been in what?
In arrears.
Yeah, you texted me that today and I don't know what that means.
Oh, it just means you haven't paid your dues.
That's a cool
And you
word.
can't, if you do it long enough, they suspend your membership and then you can't work. So
that's how I can't, my Sparklets membership is, I'm overdue on that. That's why you saw all those empty bottles when you walked up my staircase.
Be very careful. You don't want to get into arrears with the Sparklets guy.
I'm in arrears with Sparklets.
He will kick you in the arrears. So it's such a dad joke.
It was amazing. I love dad jokes.
So, I have a lot of these things in my life right now, but one of them is the dues that I don't know how to figure out how much I need to send. And I won't take the time like everybody else does to sit down and do it because I think I'm better than other people and special.
Aren't you?
A little bit. No, so it's a thing that's hanging over my head. I get a letter today and I'm like, you have to open this. You have to face this. So I read the letter and the letter tells me exactly how much I owe.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh, this is the letter. This is what I need. This is exactly it. And I read the rest of the letter and it's like, please send it in a timely fashion. It's just it looks like a form letter, except for it has my amount in it.
Yeah.
And the sign off is stay sexy, don't get murdered.
Fuck yeah.
So my friend at the WGA, who works in the dues department and who sends out these letters all the time.
Your new bestie.
My new bestie helped me in a way that she will never know how much.
What if she's actually just been using that sign off for decades?
And she's going to sue us.
And this first time it actually hit someone who wasn't like, what the fuck?
Finally, someone could appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was, you'll never know how much that helped me.
It's such a little wink to you.
It's such a compliment.
I know.
But then also, it's like a person was like, I'll take care of that.
This podcast, man.
I mean, she's not paying my dues.
No. Let's be. But
that's the real favor.
She should. I mean, you're welcome.
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
This podcast, and I think after last week's episode that I feel really good about the post-election episode.
And all of our friends.
And all of our friends who have been like, I needed that. And I think we did what we were supposed to do, which wasn't like a fucking overtly crazy political podcast, but here's the general mood we're in and here's what we can do.
Which was awesome. It just made me flash on though, our reviews for the sugar-free gummy bears.
Yeah.
And then for the banana slicer.
It was amazing.
Now people are posting other reviews.
Yeah.
And I read the one, I don't have the name, but it's for the vitamin D milk.
No, I haven't seen it.
And it's called like Something Farms Vitamin D Milk. And they've posted it on the Facebook page, but you can find it. It's Amazon reviews. It's the funniest fucking
Just like
thing.
It's like a jug of milk, right?
It's a jug of milk, but people are writing it like, have you guys poured this over dry cereal? It's awesome. I mean, you have to read it. Some of them are really short. One lady wrote this big, long story. It's the funniest thing.
I feel like what happened last week was what was supposed to happen. And
for sure.
I'm really happy with it. and people have been so fucking kind and cool. I know, not on your Twitter probably, or our Twitter.
Well, Twitter's different. We know it's a big garbage can
of human waste.
of human waste.
But on Instagram and everywhere else, people, I mean, that's the thing about this fucking podcast is like, oh, it makes me want to cry.
Are you crying?
I might cry.
Go ahead.
This is me crying. It's
Cry
no
right into that
tears.
mic. You're going to do a dry cry?
That's basically what I do because I'm dead inside.
Good.
But if
But
I
still.
weren't,
Uh-huh.
I'd be alive from murderinos. Oh, and also over the weekend, I went to Vince's. We went to this like charity event, and they had these like free bracelets where you can you pick a word and they stamp it into this metal, and it's like your word of they said to me like, what's your word of intention that every day you want to look at, like breathe, or like, it's like one of those like dream.
I intend to breathe today.
Yeah, like-
no, I will.
Those like rocks that you get at like fucking Bed Bath & Beyond that say like dream, love, build, be happy, whatever the fuck.
It just sounded a little bit like you said, dream, blood.
Well, that's what I got on the. No, I was like, okay, can I get SSDGM? So I have one of these that says stay sexy, don't get murdered initial, right? And I want to give it to someone at the Chicago Podcast Festival, right? I need to give it to someone.
Yeah, you mean
Throw
pick
it.
someone?
Yeah.
You could throw it. You could pick someone. You could slip into their pocket and they never see.
That's fun.
That's a fun way, right?
I just want to, and I know it's such a fucking trivial, stupid thing, but I just think it's fucking hilarious that she was like, okay, and like wrote it down and like didn't know what it was.
Well, and it kind of seems like it's shorthand for some kind of sadomasochistic sexual situation, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
SSBD.
BDL.
I have this, I got my, we can cut this because this is boring, but I'm still going to say it. I had my,
Goodbye, skippers.
goodbye. I had my DNA tested on 23andMe, which is
Oh.
like this crazy thing that you get your DNA tested. It tells you where you're from, what percentage, and it also tells you what DNA abnormalities you have. And the one I have, the initials basically look like motherfucker.
Really?
It's MT. HFR or some shit. And it just looks like motherfucker.
And it just means you're going to die in a year?
It really basically means
It's that abnormality.
you're really fucked. Like you can't.
Motherfucker.
Fucker. It's totally fucked.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You should have had that on a bracelet. It's me, the one with MTHFKR.
Well, it's like when what's the like do not resuscitate bracelet?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, do not resuscitate
Just
me.
don't. Just leave it.
It just says, I'm good.
I'm.
My do not resuscitate is
You know what? If I'm down here, leave me here.
my donor sticker on my license just says, just take it. It's like, I don't even care if I'm unconscious or not.
You know what? You can have it.
Yeah, someone
I
else
don't-
needs it
don't
more than
need
I
it.
do.
I don't need this liver.
Like, I really just sit around all day. So just fucking give it to
Take it.
someone.
just take
Just give it to someone with a degree in something important.
someone who's really trying.
And we are back. Did you have any idea that your friend Ann Maddox would go on to become such a reality TV superstar?
That's right. So she was Tom Sandoval's assistant in Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
Now, and she became Ariana Maddox's assistant. I don't think there's any relation there.
Okay.
But yeah, she's like a hit, and I'm so happy for her. It's like she deserves all of it. She's the sweetest person. And
So
I
great.
love that I fucking just randomly brought her up in 2016, and now it's like, yeah, everyone knows her.
Yes, it's the best. Also, just the idea of you're mistaking her for Rachel Maddow is such a one of those flips that I do where I'm like, it kind of sounds the same. I don't know.
Yeah. And she does have a podcast too. I should shout out called We Signed an NDA.
Hilarious. All the assistants, right?
Yeah. The
That's-
celebrity assistant world.
Such a good idea.
Yeah, she's great.
What do they do? Do they just, it's like celebrity 1, 2, and 3? I have to listen to it. I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we also talk about 23andMe, which I just deleted completely
Good.
recently. You too?
I was never on it.
You were never on it.
I'm one
Okay,
of those people that I never got Alexa or Siri. I am as paranoid and as kind of like stay away from me as possible. So any of that stuff when it first came out, I was like, I don't care who I'm related to.
I am literally the opposite, where I just like take all of my information, tell me what's wrong with me, please. Oh, you want me to input my like blood work info into this so you can tell me how I can fix myself? Sure.
But don't you think it is because I lived 10 years longer with no internet than you? Like
Right.
it was not reality for me until my early 20s.
Right. That totally makes sense.
So it's kind of just like, don't go into that room. Ew.
Yeah. Well, you're right, because 23andMe filed for bankruptcy back in March.
That's right.
So after having a huge data breach, so now, take your info down. You can download your info so you always have it.
Yeah.
Like your blood work and stuff, but then like shut it down. But I mean, they still have it anyway, so
They have it.
don't worry about it.
Wait, that's going to be for the future Blade Runner world where there's like a machine walking around with your skin on it or whatever. Sorry.
I could be cloned so easily, but why would you? Like, why? Nobody wants
You're going to find out.
I mean, go ahead. She's going to be a mess.
But then what if what if you got cloned and like they pick you as you're the future waitress of every restaurant or whatever?
Oh.
I mean, what if you get picked?
I'd eat there. She's a good waitress.
She's funny and sassy.
Yeah, but like also she does her side work and she'll close and be efficient and
Sell you Coke. All the
sell
things
you
you want
Coke.
from a waitress
That's right. Give you a little bump every now and then.
when you need it.
All right. Well, should we get into your story, your first episode?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, this is, I mean, when I was going back through this story, I was just like, wow.
I think it's one of the last child murder, death of children. Like, I know I did more in the future, but it's that thing where it gave me that sense of like, if you could track the lack of interest or the reduced interest when you get to a story like this where you're like, what happened? That's crazy. And then when you actually hear it and the reality of what happened that day is so tragic and dark and sad that it's like, oh, that's right. Like when you get to the end of many of these stories, you're just like, this is such a heavy,
this
horrible
is a child, an innocent child who had no choice in the matter. And it's, I know you don't like to do those.
Yeah.
I don't either, but I do them more than you do.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. This is Karen's story about the International Dunes Hotel murder-suicide.
Some flavors will always make you smile.
And with Kachava's new cinnamon French toast flavor, you can enjoy the taste of your favorite childhood breakfast without the sugar crash.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake that comes in so many delicious flavors, including the brand new cinnamon French toast.
It's made with real cinnamon bark for the richest, deepest, most authentic flavor.
And just 2 scoops provide complete nutrition your body craves with protein, fiber, greens, and so much more.
Kachava provides clean nutrition to fuel wherever your day takes you. No fillers, no nonsense. Okay, the Exactly Right Media office has all become obsessed with Kachava because they keep sending us these amazing boxes of all the flavors, and everyone kind of fights over it now. So we got this new flavor in, and I mean, there was like a line to try it. It's pretty great.
We're real believers in the whole Kachava line, so treat yourself to a childhood favorite.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, code MFM. Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
Goodbye.
The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns Potential Screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM.
Goodbye. Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part, for every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout. Goodbye.
All right, can I just do my murder? I hate it.
Yeah. No, go. Why do you skippers? Keep skipping.
Just don't come back. Skip all the way
No,
over.
I
to
really
some
like my
other
murder.
podcast.
So
Okay, come
get
back for
through this. No,
okay.
this will be
Well,
great.
this will be, I'll just skim this. I'll throw out some
Karen.
concepts. No, this was, here's the long and short of it. I am doing the hometown murder that William sent in that I balked on because I thought that was so unfair of me that I would have been so livid if I was listening to this podcast, gave a shit about it, heard my name. They started to do it and they were just like, no, I'm not doing it.
And then they were like, throwing children. Nope, bye.
Yeah. So
I want to know.
So, William, first of all, my many and thorough apologies for jerking you around. But the thing is that once you get into it, it's not like anything saves it. It's not like it gets better. It doesn't have a different ending or like there's not cool facts.
So wait, you were correct.
I was correct, but I'm going to power through it.
Good for you.
Sounds
like life.
Right?
Yeah.
You just got to buckle down.
You're correct, but you just got to fucking...
You just got to say the hideous facts. And the hideous facts are this, that basically it took place on August 4th of 1978. So set the tone. We're in Salt Lake City. It's 1978. So you got a lot of brown, you got a lot of corduroy, a lot of blondes, actually.
Do you think there are a lot of sideburns or no?
I think there are plenty of sideburns. Good. I think there's blonde hair with brown sideburns, which is a thing that only happened back then and doesn't happen anymore.
Good.
Remember Stephen?
Stephen was there.
He knows.
Stephen and Elvis were a traveling band.
So there was, now, as many people know, but Salt Lake City is predominantly Mormon. I mean, the whole state is very Mormon. Salt Lake City more so. And there was a man, this man is named Bruce Longo, and he has been excommunicated from the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints because he's too rock and roll.
If you're too rock and roll for the fucking Church of Latter-day Saints.
If your ideas are too big and bold and you get excommunicated, something's going on. Because those are people that they like a group. They like their religion. They want people in it.
Big and bold is their saying. I don't know. What's their saying?
Yeah, I think it's big and bold and big and bold
and red all over.
Big and bold and a couple tablets. That's us, the LDS.
I can't wait to see that meme.
So Bruce Longo, he got excommunicated, and so he started his own cult, essentially.
That's what you do when you get kicked out of a thing.
Yes, that's right. You splinter off, you start your own, you grow a ponytail, you gain 200 pounds, and you fucking act like the cult leader that you are. He also changed his name to Emmanuel David, which is a thoroughly religious sounding name.
It is.
And I can never find a name of the cult that he started, but what it was everybody in the cult had the last name David. So it was like they didn't put together 25 Davids or any kind of like catchy.
The 25 Davids.
The 25 Davids.
That's our band name.
There it is.
That's our punk band name.
Punk rock.
25 Davids.
But basically it was mostly his family members and a couple friends, and they got into it. And he apparently was like all cult leaders, he's charismatic, he's very engaging.
He has a ponytail.
He has a ponytail. He's kind of large, and he gives people a reason.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a guide.
How great would that be to have that, to believe in a thing?
Right now, if I could meet a 300-pound man with a ponytail that told me what was what, goodbye. I would quit this podcast. I would fucking walk on you both.
I'm trying so hard just to let you finish because I just want you to keep going.
You knew I was just like,
I was like, please.
didn't
I'm
even
not
know what I was going to say.
I will not interrupt this.
You have to finish the sentence now.
Email at Karen at.
No, I'm also, I like a bigger man. Don't worry that I'm being sarcastic right now.
No, for sure.
Ponytail, no fucking way.
No, gross.
What are you doing?
What are you, an iguana dude? No.
Stop it. Dude.
Ew.
Did you say, are you an iguana?
Dude, are you an iguana dude? You know the guys who hang out at coffee shops in the 90s with an iguana on their shoulders? You're like, what the fuck? You're an iguana dude.
Yes. Okay, got it. Yeah. And they're everywhere. All right. So essentially they would travel all around. They were kind of nomadic, and they would live in hotels, and they would stay in these hotels. And then when they would go to leave, like a couple months later, they would just skip out on the bill. And
Before credit cards existed, I think.
yeah, and that must have been it. Yeah, 78. I think there were credit cards. This was back when women weren't allowed to have their own credit cards.
Shut your fucking face.
Yeah, I swear to God.
I remember when my mom had credit cards, and when she'd go to a place, they had to look her name up in a fucking like Yellow Pages book of like Visa. Oh, there's your name.
To make sure it's legit.
Just to like charge it.
It was so different back then.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
Are you thinking of the phone book?
They would look in a phone book.
Then they'd call her and be like, is this your credit card?
This is like 2
She'd
weeks
be
ago,
like,
so
yeah.
I'm probably wrong. I'm sorry. Go on. I'm sorry.
So, among the things that this group did was they made a large sword for him. Emmanuel David. They made a large sword.
You acted so casual about that. Among the things is that they prayed to, the different God. Nope.
No, they made a big sword.
Got it.
And he believed, he was declaring now that he was God. He thought he was God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit all in one. Hey, red flag. You can be one, maybe two. You can't
like a
be
breakfast
everything.
burrito. He's just like, I'm breakfast. I'm a burrito.
Throw it in there.
On them everything.
Hey, how about some sour cream?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So with his sword, he promised to lop off the heads of thousands.
Ugh.
So this isn't a positive cult. This isn't like Sephora. This is bad news.
He didn't give free samples.
No, not at all. He didn't call you muffin when you went in there.
I love it.
That's a true story. It happened to me one time. Okay, so the police and the Mormon church were keeping an eye on Emmanuel David and his group because he would show up with his followers at Temple Square in Salt Lake City, and they wouldn't be violent. There would never be arrests, but he was there to like tell everybody that he was the real deal.
He was a presence.
Yeah. And of course, he probably brought that sword. And then what he would do is he would separate the men in the group from their wives and children, send them off to different cities, give them some kind of a task, like you have to go off and preach in Nebraska or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would keep all the women and children around him. Cult leaders love that. That's their big thing, is like, I'm everybody's daddy. So from 75 to 76, he lived at the Red Lion Inn in Missoula, Montana, while his followers were working elsewhere, quotes, air quotes. But then he had a vision. He decided that the followers he had sent away were actually archangels. And he renamed them Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel.
Emmanuel.
Then he told them that he believed the federal government was about to collapse. And
was he wrong?
I mean, he was early, that's all. And he promised that he was going to save the republic and become its new leader. Hey. Hey. So he told them to sell. Now, this is funny because I didn't set this up because I'm reading from the middle of the page. He told them to sell their karate studio.
Wait, what?
I forgot. I skipped a paragraph and now I've misled
He
everybody.
did the thing that every cult leader does and every religious does. He says, sell your karate studio.
They always try to get you away from your karate studio.
I'm sorry, Chip Chop Karate Studio will not be sold.
You've got to stand by that karate studio.
Chip Chop?
Chip chop.
That was the first thing that came to my head.
And you did karate hands while you said
I
that.
did fucking Chip Chop.
Chip and a chop.
Steven is
Basically,
Laughing.
Steven's on the ground. So essentially, he was basically saying you have to dedicate your life to me. You have these other, you have real jobs. You're kind of still trying to hold it down in normal society.
Yeah.
Break ties and give me the money. Go to work in other cities and
latter days. Come on. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but that was pretty. At first I thought later days them, but then I was like latter days. You're
That's right.
Latter days.
I see. And then you put them together.
Did you see that?
But first you held your finger up like you had a great secret to tell me.
Because I couldn't listen anymore until I said that. Oh no.
I can't listen.
Go on,
No,
I'm
it was
so
good. Look, okay, this is just all, a year later, he gets the archangels to come back and he says that he has found the tablets that the Mormon church founder Joseph Smith claimed to have found and read. That's Joseph Smith.
Happened upon them.
Well, he says he found them. So once they get back to Salt Lake, he doesn't have tablets, but when they all meet together, he says, I am the tablets.
Hey.
Now we're into the bad. Imagine the feeling in your stomach. You're one of those archangels, like you're in it, you're loving it.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's like, dude, you're not tablets?
That's not a thing.
This isn't good.
You just you've crossed the line of things I can believe.
Yes. But once you're in, and you have to kind of keep on
Yeah.
playing along because you've already grown out your matching ponytail or whatever they had to do. I can't find any information about this GV cult.
You're just like, well, I did this thing and I thought this was correct. And so I have to keep going with it.
Right.
Otherwise.
Yes, exactly. Well, and a lot of them were his family members. So they were
Right.
like, we love him and we believe in all his promises.
They said, he's not a bad guy.
It's not, it's just his ponytail is bad. So, all right. Here's the long and the short of it is the government is investigating this guy because he is being investigated for wire fraud and other frauds, assorted frauds.
It's like a C's candy box for fraud.
He's dark chocolate with almonds with no caramel.
Oh, gross. And you bite
No
into
one
it and you're
wants
like,
that
why
fraud.
is this happening?
This is the grossest fraud I could have gotten.
grossest. Where's the Bordeaux bar?
What's the one you can't have of the C's candy box?
I don't like that one, but I also, the nougat.
You don't like
The
nougat?
white nougat with the nut. Oh,
With the chewing?
with the chewing and
I
the eating? Yes, I hate it. No, for real though. It's too much chewing.
It's a lot of chewing.
Nougat. Go
Uh,
fuck yourself, nougat.
I disagree. I'm as nougat's
That creamy
compatriot. I'm going to say
Bordeaux
you go
one?
fuck yourself. Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're opposite. We
No,
should split.
We
C's
are
candy
not
boxes.
opposite. We are made for each other.
We're made for each other, honey. Except for I can't eat sugar anymore.
It's
Okay.
one fact.
So in all of the ways he's broken the law, in all of the mint patty ways and all of the molasses chip ways, he's done it all.
Uh-huh.
And so what he does, they've been living in the International Dunes Hotel in Salt Lake City for a year. This is a $90 a day hotel. They are living in a suite. It's him and his wife, Rebecca.
Yes or no? When you
Sorry,
were a
Rachel.
kid, that would have sounded amazing, right? Living in a hotel?
Yes.
I get to live in a hotel?
It still sounds amazing. That's my
Does
favorite.
it? Oh,
Yes.
I've been in hotels too many times and they make me sad.
They make me so happy.
I do love hotel. I run into the bathroom immediately because I want to see the bathroom set up.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like because you had to use it. I just run in there.
I have to pee from excitement. No, I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're
Well,
right.
here, my thing is they're usually very quiet.
Yeah.
And the beds are cushy and you can just get into them and watch TV.
That sounds
and
like
you
my
have the
house.
excuse. I know, but when I do that at my house, which I do a lot, I always feel bad. In a hotel, it's like, come
one
on.
request a room that's not by the elevators. There's a travel tip.
Good tip.
Come on, sorry.
No. So they've been living in this big hotel in Salt Lake City, the whole family. So he has Emmanuel has a wife named Rachel, and they have 6 children. Rebecca, who's 5, David, who's 6, Joseph, who's 8, Deborah, who's 9, Joshaha, who's 10, and
Josiah?
Rachel. Nah, it's Joshaha. Like
Aren't those names-
Joshaha.
Aren't those names from a V.C. Andrews book? Some book. It's a book that they're from.
Kind of. It's a book that they're from.
It's V.C. Andrews.
Rachel, who's 14, is the oldest, and then Elizabeth, who is 13. So they're all living in this hotel. The government's circling. And so Emmanuel borrows his truck from one of the people whose last name is also David. He drives up to a canyon and commits suicide by putting a hose from the exhaust pipe into the truck cab.
What a fucking dick. You know?
I mean, it is quite selfish because this family that he has, by all reports of the people that worked at this hotel and people that were anywhere around this family, they completely depended on him. They were and they were also a loner family. So they, aside from the rest of the cult, which was also mostly their family, they didn't talk to people. They didn't interact. And the people that worked in this hotel said that the children were very quiet. They didn't speak unless their father said they could speak. And they didn't use the pool. They were not loud. They didn't giggle. And they didn't go to school. They were taught in the hotel room by the parents.
So they didn't go to the Caribbean and get their groove back, I bet.
Nope. There's going to be no grooves getting gotten back by the end of this. Quite the opposite. So he kills himself because basically it's like the jig is up and you just can't stay at hotels and then leave.
Would he have been fine if he had paid the bill?
No, because there was other fraud. It's just that the articles, I was on Murderpedia for the most part on this.
Yeah.
And everything is pretty vague. And it sounds like it's like he was kind of a problem guy
but he
in
left a
Salt Lake
trail.
City, but he left this trail and it was basically like, here's how we can get him.
Okay.
So it was just unpaid bills and wire fraud.
Al Capone, get him on tax evasion.
That's
that kind
right.
of thing? Okay.
And also I think he really was ripping these people off when they would join his cult. He was like, it's like sell your karate studio, give me the money and you go to Missoula, Montana to spread the word. So they're trying to get him. It's the old chip chop. All right. So when Rachel finds out that her husband kills himself, she tells the cops, well, we don't have any money. I don't have money to pay for the funeral. They realize something's terribly wrong. And 3 days later, on the morning of August 4th, they were staying at the suite on the 11th floor of the International Dunes Hotel. And she walked her children out onto the patio and either threw or pushed all of her children off of the 11th floor of this hotel.
No.
So there were people standing on the street below and screaming at her. So one kid hits and they're like, oh my God. And at first they think it's like an accident. And then it's 6 children. So it just keeps happening. And they're all screaming at her. And
Jesus
part,
fucking Christ.
yeah, this is why I didn't want to read it before. But I mean, it's that kind of, all I can think of is those people who are, there's pedestrians, there were guys that were like maintenance guys that were fixing the road or something. There's a truck driver.
PTS fucking D.
Oh yeah, that's so traumatic.
Yeah.
She's throwing off the little kids and the older ones are doing it voluntarily. So it is
Jesus.
like a horror movie.
Oh my God.
And then at the end, they all start yelling for her to jump off. Like
no.
they go through so much seeing this and witnessing it and freaking out that they get really angry.
They can't feel good about that too. You know, like they have
No.
PTSD, but they also have to live with that. And that's not who most of us think we are. But I understand why at that point you're like, fuck you.
Because they're also down where the
Yeah.
kids are hitting.
And they can't do anything.
Yes, they're completely powerless. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
And the thing was, they didn't have to even yell that because that was her plan anyway. And then she jumped off.
Jesus Christ.
All of her children died except for one. And it was Elizabeth, who was 13. And she had severe brain injury and she was in a hospital. They thought she wasn't going to live. But then she did. And she got better, enough. They put her in a foster home. And then when she turned 18, she went back and lived with her uncle who was still in the cult. So the Davids were still an existing religious group.
Jesus.
And she lives with them now, still believes that her father is going to come back from the dead. She still believes her father is God and believes that everything that happened was exactly what would have happened and says it's what they all wanted.
Let's go break her out right now.
She wants to be there.
No, let's set her free.
She will.
No, I know. I'm trying to have
It's a solution that won't work.
It's awful.
But you're just trying to do something, and I appreciate it. Yeah, it's such a horrible story. So
It's a terrible story.
it's terrible. The craziest thing is now they changed the name to the Shiloh Inn. The hotel
the
is
hotel.
still there. You can go there.
When we do a live show in Utah, guess where we're staying? Not there. Not fucking there.
There are people that go there and stay on the 11th floor intentionally.
Oh my God.
And there have been reports of hearing laughter coming from the first floor pool area when no one's around. But we know they never swam.
Right.
But still, maybe it's the idea of they get to have fun now.
They're good ghosts.
As well as a pinball machine in the game room that spontaneously turns on and starts playing.
Don't they do that though? To show you how to play, like, you
That's
know,
right. They
how
go
they
into
play
like
it.
demo mode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in ghosts.
But it's
clearly.
ghosts.
But it's actually ghosts this time.
But it's ghosts. This one time. People just hear voices and a lot of people think that this place is haunted. What I think is pretty interesting is Danny Elfman has always been a frequent visitor of this hotel.
Danny Elfman.
Mm-hmm. He first started going in 1984.
He's from Oingo Boingo, right?
Yep. He was touring with Oingo Boingo and he heard the story and stayed on the 11th floor. He always stays on the 11th floor.
What?
He wrote Dead Man's Party, inspired by that hotel.
They have a great old movie, if you can find it, called The Forbidden Zone, made by Oingo Boingo in the 80s.
Mhm.
That's creepy and fucked up. And I wonder if...
Maybe it's connected or inspired by.
Sure.
Also, it's believed that he was so fond of his young friends. Oh, because he had ghost experiences when he was staying there.
Dude.
So that's it. Like he would go there intentionally.
I trust a fucking Elfman.
You trust Elfman? I mean, he wrote
Yeah.
the Simpsons theme.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
He would go to stay there and he stayed there while he composed the music and lyrics for the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You just dropped your paper.
I dropped it as if to say, at least there was one good thing in that story.
That.
Yeah. There's that. So William, we owe this all to William. This was his hometown murder originally. And it got kicked all the way up to a full grown.
Too bad William stopped listening and fucking went on a murder spree when you didn't finish his story.
He was so angry. He was so mad at me.
He was so pissed. All right.
Thanks, William.
That was amazing.
All right, we're back. Karen, any case updates?
No case updates, but definitely corrections, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So there were altogether 7 children, not 6 children. That was a copy-paste error for my, of course, very professional and extensive research that I did 45 minutes before we used to record. And also, one of the David children, I pronounced his name very strangely. It was actually Joshua. So it was either like a misspelling or whatever. But also, the name of the surviving daughter was not Elizabeth. I'm not going to say her name. She is... It's unclear where she lives now, and she went through such a horrible thing, you know, like on a slightly brighter note, Iguana Dudes of episode 163 is covered on MFM Animated, obviously titled Iguanas and Samurai Swords. So you can go watch that on the YouTube page, youtube.com/exactlyrightmedia.
We just love those iguana guys, don't we?
We love to reference them. They're, they take up a very large footprint in our culture because they're out on the sidewalk showing off their lizards.
Yeah. And is it just a 90s thing? I don't know. Or 80s, 90s? It feels like a specific 90s thing for sure. So
yes, it was a real, before the internet and phones, it was a great way to break the ice when you were just kind of standing outside of a restaurant somewhere.
Right. Hey, man, I like your goatee and your iguana and your iguana's goatee.
Yeah. Let's talk about all this facial hair.
There's so much to talk about. Also, I want to say, during the original story, I asked if the Church of Latter-day Saints has a catchphrase like, just do it, or I'm loving it, which I can't believe I said that.
So funny.
And it turns out, no organized religion has an official catchphrase.
Wait,
but it's like, what?
I thought Catholics was amen. Okay.
Ours is like, the chosen ones, bitches. The LDS Church commonly uses the phrase, choose the right, especially with youth groups. But I think latter days
way better
is maybe some of my best work ever. Like,
I think you've done some of your most brilliant comedy around the Church of Latter-day Saints wordplay. And I don't know why, but isn't that live it, love it, learn to levitate? Wasn't that off of some story we were telling about a Mormon?
No, I think it was my birthday. And you were like, what are you going to do this year, Georgia? And but there's some Mormon stuff going on for me for sure that I take it so lightly. The Mormon religion. Sorry.
You really do. You'll regret that later, and your 23andMe clone has to work for all Mormons.
I mean, where I grew up, literally, we were the only Jewish family, and there was one Mormon family, and that was like it. So, like, I don't have a lot of experience there.
Everyone else was bright orange Christian?
Everyone else was wasps. Just a wasp.
Waspy. I was going to say, we have, and it's such a, I think, an indicator of what we do and how we do it. One of the most horrible stories, of course, we've ever talked about. Truly, though, the sidebar jokes, some of the funniest we've been conversationally, I think. I was laughing out loud where I was like, oh, I get why people like us. I get it. Because we're actually...
I also get why they were mad a little. The people who didn't like us were mad. I get that. But also they're wrong, so it's okay. But yeah, we were a lot more lighthearted during the stories back then than we are now.
Yes, we thought the room that we were in had 2 people in it, and the room that we were in had, at that time, I believe 40 million people in it. So we were going to get some detractors and some people who like touristed in and said, you have no right. And they're right. They were right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
They choose the right. They're like Mormons. Anyway. Yeah.
So now let's get into Georgia's story, the Tylenol poisonings.
Oof, one of my favorites. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs, so of course I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, like minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. You know, we can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
Karen,
Yes.
let's go back to Chicago,
Okay.
which we're going to next week.
Yay.
In 1982, metropolitan area, which is such an 80s term, isn't it? I don't know why. Metropolitan makes
That's
me
where
think of 80s.
the buildings are all staggered.
Yeah.
Tall, short, tall, short, tall, short.
And it's like it expands upon it, whatever the fuck. This is the time before tamper-proof seals and pills were sold with just a cotton ball tucked underneath the lid. So you went and bought aspirin or whatever the fuck, and you just opened it, and maybe it had been opened before and maybe it hadn't.
There was no childproofing on
No.
as you opened it, and there was no silver foil.
None.
You could open it and then do whatever you wanted and close it back up.
Hey,
if
guess
you were
what?
a baby, if you were old.
You just babies could open it. Yeah, this is 82, so it's before there were like a child. What are the things where they can't open the drawers and stuff? You have to childproof your home when you're a baby. Yeah. This is before that.
Yeah.
When the 80s were like, just eat it all.
This was when they used to sell baby knives. Remember that? Where there was just like you could get your baby a really cute knife that it could just hold.
Yes, I remember that. I still have mine.
Do you?
Yes,
With your initials on it. And 2 ducks. Oh
my God.
that is the cutest baby knife.
Kudos.
I have to say my mom saved one of my diaper pins.
Oh yeah, you had safety pins.
Safety pins on diapers, cloth diapers, and safety pins.
Gross
these
and
things,
dangerous.
The safety pin itself was humongous and so sharp.
And cute. So the baby would be like, I want to play with that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How did we survive?
I mean,
All right. So let's start with, I'm going to do it kind of a timeline thing. Because it's like 1.5 days of fucking a shit show.
Okay.
So 1982, September 29th, the first thing to happen is that Mary Kellerman, who is a 12-year-old from Elk Grove Village, Illinois, wakes up feeling sick. Her parents are like, you can stay home from school. They give her some Tylenol to make her feel better. She goes in the bathroom to take it. Moments later, she collapses on the floor. She's rushed to the hospital. I know.
sorry, how old was she?
She's 12.
She's exactly the same age as me. Sorry. Because I was just thinking of like, it's 82. I'm 12.
Oh, I thought you meant right
September.
now you were pretending to be 12. Oh my God, what the fuck? And that's how old I am
What
right
is
now.
happening?
I did get cartered over the weekend. So it's
Did you?
And I was like, I know you're joking, but fuck you.
We went to Button Mash and the guy was carding everybody else. And then he looked at me and I just shook my head no. And he started laughing and opened the door for me.
Vince does that too.
Yeah.
He goes, he like gestures come on, dude.
Yeah. I'm not trying to.
How good is their food there, by the way? Butt mash?
Oh, we didn't eat.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, sorry.
No, the place is great. She wakes up feeling sick. Sweet Mary is pronounced dead at 9:56 a.m. Next comes Adam Janus. He's a 27-year-old poster worker in Arlington Heights. Takes a sick day, doesn't feel good. He picks up his kids from school, stops on the way home at the Jewel, which I guess is a thing.
It's like their CVS.
Yeah. And gets some Tylenol. And he says to his wife, I'm going to take some Tylenol and lay down. A couple minutes later, comes staggering into the kitchen and he dies at 3:15 p.m. At 3:45 p.m., Mary, quote, Lynn Reiner, who's 27, is at home in Winfield. She had just given birth to her fourth child.
Oh, yeah.
So she's home recuperating. She's not feeling good. So she takes some Tylenol that she had been given and brought home from the hospital after giving birth. There's this weird shit. We'll talk about it later. So she takes those. And then moving on to 5 p.m., so this woman named Nurse Helen Jensen, who is the badass motherfucker of the story. She's a public health nurse for Arlington Heights. And the Janus family, remember earlier, Adam, who is the poster worker, had come in. The whole family, the whole Adam family. Oh shit, Elvis is gonna vomit.
Oh.
Okay. That's welcome to my life. It's gross, right?
I mean, I had cats. That's all they do.
I know. Okay, so the whole Janus family is there. Adam dies, and so they all go back to his house to figure out what they're going to do and start mourning and planning the funeral. And Adam's younger brother, Stanley, he has chronic back pains.
Oh.
His wife, Teresa, gets him some Tylenol. She gives him 2 Tylenol. She comes back and took 2 Tylenol as well. She had a headache. They both go down.
Oh my God.
The brother, what are the chances? They went back to his house where he had fucking fallen. 6:30 p.m. In a store in Lombard, Illinois, Mary McFarland, a 31-year-old resident of Elmhurst, tells her coworker she has a headache. She goes in the back room, takes a couple Tylenol, and within minutes, she hits the floor. 8:15 p.m., Stanley Janus, who's Adam's brother from earlier, is pronounced dead. 3:15 a.m., Mary McFarland's pronounced dead. 9:30 in the morning, Mary Reiner is pronounced dead. So everyone's fucking taking the shit and dying within hours. At 1:15, Teresa Janus, the wife of Stanley, dead. So at 5 o'clock the next day, police discover the body of Paula Prince in her Old Town apartment. Old Town is the town. The night before, she is a flight attendant. The night before she lands, she's a 35-year-old woman. She stops at Walgreens because she has a headache to buy some Tylenol. There's a surveillance video of this and some photographs from it, like that you can see online. She's not heard from for a couple days, so the cops get sent there. The bottle of Tylenol is sitting open on her vanity, and like she's steps away and collapsed. So Nurse Jensen, who we were talking about, the badass motherfucker, says, I found a bottle of Tylenol and there were 6 capsules missing and 3 people were dead. In my mind, it had to be something to do with the Tylenol. And of course, there was no protective sealing on this or any over-the-counter drugs. They just had cotton tucked in there. So I went back to the hospital and we took the bottle with us. And I said, this is the cause. And of course, nobody would believe me. And I stamped my feet. They said, oh no, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. Like they had not pieced these things together yet. But I think once the brother and sister-in-law of one of the deceased died in the same home, they realized something was going on.
Yeah.
So the investigator named Pichos sees that the Tylenol bottles all have the same control numbers on them, meaning they're coming from the same plant. He lets the medical examiner know, and the deputy medical examiner named Donahue tells him to smell the bottles. And he smells inside of them, and he smells that telltale sign of cyanide that's almond. What were you going to say?
Bubblegum. Just kidding.
Because you seemed so adamant, you lifted your finger.
No, I knew, but I wanted to have fun with it.
Go ahead. So cyanide has a strong smell of almonds or bubblegum.
Because in stone fruit, any kind of pit in anything,
Right.
there is a little bit of cyanide.
And if you eat enough,
But you couldn't really ever eat enough
Yeah.
because it's so hard to eat. But
digest.
and
But if
also-
it breaks down, right?
yes, but I think it's because I had it. You know how I know this is I had one of those crazy blenders. What's it called?
Vitamix.
Where you can stick everything in it.
Vitamix.
Yeah, a Vitamix. And they're saying like in apple seeds,
Yes.
or like that, there's cyanide in there.
Totally.
But it's a tiny, tiny, tiny trace amount. But there's also tons of vitamins in there. So that when you can throw everything into a blender, you get way more vitamins.
You know what else vitamins are in? Vitamins.
Oh yeah, you can just take some vitamins.
Just fucking take some vitamins.
Yeah.
Not related, kind of related. Never mind. Okay. I once ate watermelon rind to make myself throw up so I didn't have to go to Hebrew school.
Oh, did it work?
It did.
Oh, good.
Yep. And here we are.
If only you had studied your Hebrew better.
Really? I mean, what would have happened?
I don't know. Married a nice Hebrew? No?
Okay. I mean, we can go deep into this shit if we want.
Let's not
do it. So he smells almonds, and the medical examiner said that how lucky he was because only 50% of half the population can actually smell the almonds and cyanide, which is terrifying and amazing, right? And it turns out that the Tylenol pills were laced with potassium cyanide at a level toxic enough to provide thousands of fatal doses. So each one had thousands. So the reason they fucking hit the ground immediately is there was so much.
It was like they
cyanide.
were overdosed.
Way overdosed.
Jesus.
So at 3:15, Mary McFarland dies. 9:30 in the morning, Mary Reiner dies. Did I already say that? I might have. And so the pills had all come from different plants, supposedly, and had been bought at different Chicago stores. So the police thought that a single person had bought all the pills at different places, tampered with them, and then returned them to the different stores. So on Tuesday, October 5th, which is not shortly after, Johnson & Johnson recalls all Tylenol products nationwide.
I remember this.
Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah. I was 12. It was on the news. It was the craziest thing in the world. In our house, I think my parents bought Bayer.
Yeah, but they threw it all away.
They were like, it was just a whole. I mean, I remember standing in the living room and watching it on the news.
And these are, so everyone should know, these are the capsules that you get that you can open up, and there's powder inside of them. That's what these are. So it's not like, the like gel caps you get today or anything like. So anyone could open them up, whatever they want in them. There's no seal on any of this. So.
And there was also a very famous commercial at the time, and maybe a little bit earlier, for contact cold medicine.
Yeah.
And in the commercial, some fingers pull apart a contact pill.
What?
And all the little beads inside the pill fall out. And then it talks about all the benefits of this
Holy shit.
Of this medicine.
It's like, here, look what you can do.
I mean, it feels to me like that was in the consciousness, if not exactly.
Well, someone who is fucked up and evil one person puts that together, you know, like the majority of people who see that don't fucking think how easy it is to fucking poison people.
Right.
So, So Johnson & Johnson recalls all Tylenol products. People fucking lose their minds in panic. 31 million bottles valued at more than $100 million of Tylenol products are removed from shelves.
Nationwide. It's so crazy.
And Chicago police go through the streets with loudspeakers warning residents of the dangers of taking Tylenol.
Oh my God.
And the thing about this is Johnson & Johnson was totally on board with this. They were the ones who fucking were like, yes, you know.
Because this was back when people cared about human beings.
Right. When they were like, how much money is that going to make me lose if I recall this car? We'll just pay the lawsuit.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I don't need another boat.
No. And if the lawsuit happens, our insurance will just pay it.
But also, have you ever, I don't know if there's anything else that's ever happened like this, where it's like recalls on cars or one thing where you're like, yeah, take your car in or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't remember anything like this ever happening.
Like a panic of a thing that everyone has in their home.
And then no one used again for years and years and years.
And they knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So, all right. I wrote such an 80s thing that, the driving through the streets with loudspeakers. That was such an 80s thing.
That's like Blues Brothers.
Totally. Vote for mayor, whatever the fuck.
Yep. It's, Back to the Future.
Yes.
Goldie. Goldie Goldman.
Mayor Goldie.
Yep.
I'm going to be mayor. Okay. So, all right. So I wrote this whole thing about the guy who they suspected it's still suspected no one was ever fucking arrested.
Okay.
No one was ever arrested. A man writes a letter to Tylenol manufacturer in October 1982, so like a month or two later, demanding $1 million to, quote, stop the killings. The letters are traced back to a tax consultant named James, whose name I don't want to say because he was never arrested and he was never convicted, and I'm scared of people.
Well, and also if it's such a nightmare, because if just by chance it really wasn't him, but then everybody thinks it was, and that's horrifying.
Totally. And I wrote all these things that were like, it was clearly him, but then something happened the moment you got to my apartment and I had a fucking study. So this guy James had been charged in 1978 in Kansas City of a murder after police found the remains of one of his former clients in his attic.
Oh,
attic.
Yeah,
attic. Sounds so wrong to me. But the charges were dropped.
Well, it's attic.
Attic.
There's no D.
Attic.
There you are.
Attic? Did I say it right?
Now it makes no sense to me. We've said it too many times.
Attic.
Attic.
I mean, attic.
Okay, when you do it on the stage.
Attic.
No one says it like that, though.
Attic. Okay.
Up in the attic.
Okay. Up in the attic.
No T.
I know. I just can't. Charges are dropped after a judge rules that the police search of his home was illegal. So, like, motherfucker.
Wait, so they find a body, but it's still, they vacate the...
Yep, they went in without a fucking search warrant.
Oh,
a judge is like, sorry.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh. So they trace this letter saying he wants $1 million back to this dude, James. And James gives them a detailed account of how the killer might have operated and described how someone could buy medicine, use a special method to add cyanide to the capsules and return them to store shelves. Like, he tells them how it could be done.
Mm-hmm.
But he says he's innocent. And what actually he was doing was, when he asked for the $1 million, he gave the bank information for a former employer, and he wanted to embarrass that man and send the money to his bank account and like frame him for it.
Oh.
Yeah. But they don't think it's him, but he's charged with extortion and sentenced to 20 years in prison just for that fucking letter. Released in 95. Oh God, is this getting boring? Okay. They reopened the investigation in February 2009. They search his fucking house. They don't think it's him. There's not enough evidence to charge him. Okay. But here's where this gets interesting and where I fucking last left off. 2 words for you. Ted Kaczynski. One more word. Unabomber. So the Unabomber has some weird connections to this.
Okay.
That I really fucking love. And it's so far-fetched and crazy, but I love this shit. So I looked at a map of where all the locations were in Chicago, and the map that most made sense led back to where Ted Kaczynski's family is from. It was within 20 minutes of the tampering sites, at the epicenter of the fucking tampering sites.
Is where his family's from.
Yeah, all the lines lead back to fucking
the
parents' house. And in that year, 1982, Kaczynski's bombs were calculated to commit mass and indiscriminate murder. He had let a bomb off in 1980 on an airline, and a 1981 firebomb at the University of Utah, and in 1982 a firebomb at the UC Berkeley. So he was active as fuck at this time, and his family is from 20 minutes of where all of these fucking places where they were bought.
Yeah.
And he had stated his motive was a desire to destroy the public's faith in the technological industrial system. And in his manifesto, he expressed a dislike for the manufacturer of drugs and pills.
The Unabomber said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
So we're done here.
No, we're not.
We know. Okay.
Okay, but want to hear something even cooler that I fucking love? This is so cool. And I had to check a lot of fucking I had to dig for this information, and it didn't. I mean, this was hours of research before I found this information. This is from unazod.com, UNAZOD.com, which specifically highlights the link between the Unabomber and the Zodiac Killer.
Oh.
I know, which is like, what? But it's also like, what? So the Unabomber has an obsession with wood, specifically. I know. Two of his victims were Percy Wood and Leroy Wood Beerson. And the founders of Johnson & Johnson Company were named Robert Wood Johnson and James Wood Johnson. I'm sorry. That's crazy, right? Or am I being... Okay. All right. So, I don't know. I just think he did it. They think he's giving a clue to his location. This is a thing he does, is like give weird clues, and like how the Zodiac Killer does as well. And then there was also a Tylenol murder in Sheridan, Wyoming, and this was like 15 minutes from Kaczynski's house before all this happened. Yeah, I don't know. It just fucking, it all adds up to this guy. To Ted Kaczynski? To Ted Kaczynski.
So wait, the other guy you believe was just trying to embarrass his boss?
He was definitely a crook and a con man. And initially I was like, clearly this is the guy. But when I started reading more into this, there's no MO of the Tylenol murders that makes sense unless they were focusing on one specific victim and trying to hide it by killing a bunch of other people. But none of that adds up to the actual people who got killed. There's nobody that they can pinpoint.
Whereas Ted Kaczynski, clearly it's like, it's all kind of laid out there.
Yeah, the motive is that he was a fucking anarchist, insane person who wanted to fuck companies and fuck the government, and whoever got in the way and whatever the victims were just par for the course.
Well, because he was trying to seed like that panic and that like basically
sabotage,
unrest. Yeah,
totally. And so there's a lot of weird similarities. And also, I mean, I know that the fucking Zodiac Killer shit sounds weird, but there's a lot of instances of when he was in the time and the place, and there's evidence of him in these places and times.
Ted Kaczynski?
Yeah, when Zodiac was active.
Wow.
I know. And that's when Georgia went crazy.
I mean, you were on the internet for 12 hours and all of a sudden you're like, and the other thing is that Ted Kaczynski is also a Bigfoot. Which is gonna sound weird when I first say it.
Tell me more. But there's this photo of the woman who was an airline, a stewardess. She picks up her Tylenol. She's a headache. There's a man in the aisle on the surveillance camera looking at her directly.
No.
And he has receding hairline and a beard, which both dudes, Ted Kaczynski and this other guy,
both look like that?
They both look like that. It looks more like Ted Kaczynski to me, honestly. But he's someone who would claim responsibility for it, so it's kind of weird. Okay. So in May 1983, Congress approved. Bless you. Do you want some Tylenol? Are you okay?
I'm just going to lay down for a second and...
Here.
X is for eyes.
Button nose for eyes. Okay. Congress enacts the fucking Tylenol bill. Everyone has to fucking
Was it called the Tylenol bill?
Mhm.
Oh,
In 83, you have to pull shit off of your fucking pills before you take them. In 89, the FDA sets national requirements for all over-the-counter products to be tamper resistant. So that's the why. That's the why.
you've always been looking for that why. Here it is.
And here it is, the why. So, but there's nobody. It's just a bunch of people got fucking killed from taking a fucking aspirin. And there's insufficient evidence to charge anyone.
Ugh.
And no new or promising leads as of 2015. I looked for everything. There's nothing new since then.
You know what's awful about that is the panic, how horrible, like those cops must have been going crazy.
Oh.
And like those detectives, like it was, they had to be everywhere at once. It's like, it's not one victim in one place. It's like, and basically in all these neighborhoods around metropolitan Chicago, people are dropping.
So like clearly the person who did this is in this area and you can't find them. And what I always think about is how awful it must be for those cops for weeks to go by, and the more they keep taking people off the case and and like suddenly there's 5 people on this case when there used to be 100.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I mean,
that's
what are
like,
they going to do?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. And when your leads dry up, it's just like, oh, and there's no, it's not like people were like doing something to a tamper-proof package.
Yeah.
It's like they suddenly realize anyone could be doing this at any time to any product.
It could be any of the family members of the people who died. It could be any of the coworkers of the people whose fucking relatives died.
Yeah.
It could be some rando. To me, it makes the most sense that it's some fucking anarchist, fuck the government
It makes a lot of sense.
dude who sends in the mail bombs to blow up in people's faces.
Yeah.
I know this sounds crazy, but the wood, he was obsessed with wood and all things wood.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw the Johnson & Johnson's middle name was Wood, I lost my mind.
But when you were saying he was obsessed with all things wood, then you gave the example of the names, but was it like other things? Like,
Yeah, there were a lot of weird like wood types and trees and like really weird. Like he was really into like earth, wind, and fire.
mm-hmm.
Like in the same way the Zodiac had his what's it called?
The letter?
The lettering.
The puzzle that
The puzzles.
Yeah.
Ted
Cryptogram or something?
Cryptogram. Ted Kaczynski left a lot of clues in the things he did on purpose.
Oh, okay.
To kind of fuck with people, and
they
he
were
liked to see
wood-based.
it. And wood was one of his things.
Oh my God.
And so they were in this.
And he lived out in that weird cabin.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And which is by 15 minutes from where the fucking first guy who died of a cyanide fucking poisoning from Tylenol died.
You know what? Case closed.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And I just want to go ahead and again give fucking shout outs to Unizod, because
oh yeah,
these dudes, I mean, I would, there's nothing in any of the news reports that connect these things. There's also 2 cops who got poisoned the night before any of this started because they found boxes of Tylenol from a manufacturer with powder in the middle. They rubbed the powder on their fingers and they got sick. Which makes it seem like it didn't actually, the guy didn't just go into fucking drugstores and pull this. Like he actually had a connection to the manufacturer.
right.
Which, of course, Johnson & Johnson wouldn't want to admit.
I mean, and also, what if you were the PR person for Johnson & Johnson or for like that product specifically? Your life is like now just constant living. That is obviously an incredible tragedy, and just like a random awful... People dropping dead is just the worst, obviously.
Totally.
But then on top of that, you have to get out in front of like the worst PR nightmare, kind of next to like the Exxon Valdez or something, where it's just like,
God,
this is just massive tragedy.
I just keep thinking about how many people who are 30 and under who listen to this who don't know any of these fucking references we're making.
Well, they can look it up. I mean, what? We can't fucking carry the world on our goddamn backs.
We can't be everything for any millennial, every millennial.
If they want to, they'll find out about it.
Okay. It's pretty fucking cool, right?
It's great. You know what's super weird? I thought the I thought the Tylenol poisonings, I remember reading something somewhere where it was a husband and wife.
There was a woman who ended up shooting 2 people who they suspected could be, she was in that area at the time. She was very mentally ill.
Oh, okay.
And they looked into her and her husband. But the other guy I mentioned, his wife also might have been, they suspected was complicit in it. But there was never anything tying them back. And don't you wonder about like when they pulled those Tylenol bottles from those fucking houses, like the fucking fingerprints that could have been on them that then were ruined because everyone touched them?
That's right.
This
And
nurse though, man.
They didn't know. She knew.
Fucking high fives to her.
High fives to nurses who are the ones that, they're the brains behind it all.
They're the badass motherfuckers of the medical fucking world. Bamf.
I want you to get that put on the back of a leather vest and then just ride your motorcycle all around town.
Doing it. It's a moped. Is that okay?
Okay.
And it's not, it's fake
No, it's
leather.
pretty cool.
Is that all right?
Yeah, as long as you gun the engine and stuff. This has been a wonderful episode.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of tragedy.
I'm sweating. Karen, what's one good thing that happened to you this week?
Fuck.
I know.
Forget about this.
I know. I like that we don't think about this because it has to be something. Boom, boom, boom. Think about it. What is it? No, don't.
What's one good thing that's happened this week?
I mean,
It's been a tough one.
and it will continue to be.
I guess it has to be different than anything I've said already. One good thing. Why don't you go first? You fucking asshole.
Oh no. Oh my God. Okay. Ow. I guess. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right? It's
All
hard.
I can think about is food.
Oh, well, that's good. That's valid.
Oh, Westworld.
Uh-huh.
That's a good show. That's helped me.
Yep, okay. I see.
Nothing.
No,
There's
no.
nothing. Oh,
Westworld counts.
okay.
What, did you think of another one?
No. I mean, tattoos that people are getting of my favorite murder shit.
Oh, that's fun. Mine would be the show that I did last night at Largo.
Ugh.
That was really awesome. And it was me, Blank Patch. It was Pat and Oswald's night. So it was Pat and Oswald and friends. Bobcat Goldthwait. And then Fred Armisen was just hanging out because he was in town. So I had him come on stage. First of all, I should say this. My set started, they introduced me. This one woman started screaming.
No.
And then as the applause died down, she screamed Murderino so loudly. Like so loudly.
Are you
And
embarrassed?
I was like, you've had 7 beers. Like it was one of those kind of things where it was like, she didn't know I was on the show because they don't ever advertise who's doing it.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think she was just like so delighted. I don't mean to accuse her of being drunk, but it seems like she was.
It was me, Karen.
Oh, was it? Oh my God. That was so supportive.
I'm a murderer.
It was really funny though. She was really excited. But then as I told you, at the end of my set, I had Fred come out and pretend he was my comedy coach.
That's
and
hilarious.
we just did a bit that we didn't even, it wasn't even like we just said that's what we're going to do. And then we just kind of improv'd it and it was really funny.
That's amazing.
It made me feel much better.
I wish I'd been there.
Next time.
Next time you'll tell me. I wish I knew about.
Well, you can't ever get into Largo shows. Like it's,
I can't ever, or
oh,
other people can't ever.
oh, well, yeah. I just never think of inviting people because they're always so
No, I'm
packed.
kidding. I can't get in to anything.
Well, what I realize now is I can get you in.
I'm like, murder.
That's why I don't ask you to come anywhere.
If you guys would go to iTunes in your sadness and grief and just fucking leave us a review, rate.
That might help. It might make you feel better.
Maybe it'll make you feel better. Thank you guys for listening and being fucking cool people.
And you know what? Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Bye.
Bye. Elvis, want a cookie? You want a cookie? Cookie?
He said yes.
Bye. Yeah.
Okay, so horrible story. Do you have updates on the Tylenol poisonings?
It is such a horrible story. And of course, I love it even more because it still remains unsolved. It feels so solvable to me. And I am almost convinced it's Ted Kaczynski still. But there are a couple of recent developments. In November 2024, there was a collaboration between law enforcement and a biotech firm in Texas, and they have hope that access to new DNA technology could solve this case, which seems very likely to me.
Unless, of course, everyone takes it down, takes their...
Oh, right. Never
mind. This is the biotech that, like, people, it's like you want to know who your relatives are and you want to help solve cold cases, but then BlackRock will sell your identity to the outer space or whatever.
Okay, well, in an alternative 2025 where things are okay, this is getting solved.
Yeah, that'd be
So whoever's
amazing.
there right now, please, send us a fucking telepathic message.
Please tell us it's going to be okay.
James Lewis, one of the main suspects in the poisonings, died in July of 2023. And the badass Helen Jensen, the now retired nurse who figured out it was the Tylenol that was killing people, which is so incredible. And she did it so fast the same day.
Yeah.
Like, she prevented so many people from dying.
Yes, she did.
She told the AP that she hoped that Lewis's death would be the final coda to a tragedy that has haunted her and the victims' families, of course, for 4 decades. She said, quote, "His death is a conclusion, not necessarily the conclusion everyone wanted, but it is an end. I'm 86 now, and I'm glad I got to see the end before I die," end quote. So it seems like she probably thinks that he did it.
Right. It would be so horrible if he didn't, though. That, that thing of just then just the name goes around and...
Yeah, but he pointed at himself about it. I mean, who knows what was going on with that guy?
Right.
There's also a documentary, a CNN original series documentary called How It Really Happened, Tylenol Murders, that you can go check out that will tell you the whole story if you didn't think I did a great job of it, which is fine.
I think you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I think this was a wonderful episode. Originally entitled In Arrears, which was about somebody working at the WGA who helped me with my union payments that I was in arrears on, which means...
Because in arrears means debt. You're in debt.
Behind.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
I've never heard it.
You owe some payments. You're in arrears.
But if we were naming it today, I do think it's a good one because it taught me that word, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Maybe today it should be, "Are you an iguana dude?" One of the great lines of George's of all time.
Thank you. There's also dry cry because I can't cry. So you offered the suggestion that I dry cry, which is I could totally do. It's a great idea.
Yeah, just get your face going and then see what happens. Also, 25 Davids is not a bad name either. For this episode or for a band.
I love it. Oh my God.
I told you this at least 3 times before, but there was graffiti on the highway overpass in Sacramento that I used to drive by all the time that said "Too Many Daves," and it was a band.
That's so good.
I think it was a punk band or an alternative band in Sacramento.
Too many Daves. It's so,
true.
Especially in Sacramento. It's so true.
God, there's so many Daves.
Oh my God. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Daves, especially for listening.
Dave, thank you so much. And stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to budget beach bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. There's always a point in the day when your feet decide they've had enough.
Luckily, there's Reef.
You may know Reef for their ridiculously comfortable sandals, but they aren't stopping there. The women's Neptune has everything you could ever want in a sneaker.
The Neptune is a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crush-back heel, so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
Lightweight, breathable, and easy to wear, the Neptune is the everyday shoe your feet have been waiting for.
The Neptune makes me so freaking happy because my whole life I've been yelled at for crushing the heel of my foot because I want every shoe to be a slide, every shoe. And they actually make them that way. And it makes me so happy. Plus, they're super comfortable, they're light, and they're really cute.
So check out the Neptune on reef.com and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye.